Hello and welcome back to Artemisse Tarot. Thank you for joining me for today's reading, all about the way your person loves you and how they show you their love. The goal of this reading is to give us a little taste of what it feels like to be loved by your person. This could be your future spouse, your soulmate, your next relationship, your crush, or really anyone you may have in mind. You can also ask about more than one person if you're choosing between two people, or if you're just wondering what it might be like to be loved by a certain someone. We will figure out what your person is usually like, and we'll compare it to the side of them that they would only show to you. And then we'll break down each of the 5 love languages and see how your person is like with each love language. Maybe we'll even discover some of your person's secret desires that they have not yet revealed to you. So I think this will be quite a fun and exciting reading. As always, thank you all so much for your love, your support, your kind comments, and also for liking these videos and subscribing. All these things really do help this channel continue to grow. A few of you have even made donations, and the Starcodes Astro Oracle that I'll be using today is one of the new decks I purchased thanks to your generous support. These cards are so gorgeous and full of wisdom, so I am most excited to show them to you today. As you can see, there are 4 readings for you to choose from, and to help you pick, I have these sparkly glitter hearts. Group 1 has the Lavender glitter heart. Group 2 has this red glitter heart. Group 3 has this gold glitter heart. And Group 4 has this aqua blue glitter heart. Please take your time to pick the reading that's calling out to you the most. You are welcome to pause the video if you would like. Feel free to choose more than one reading if you're drawn to them, or if you want to ask about more than one person. Once you've decided, please find your timestamp down below, and I will meet you at your reading. This reading is for those of you who have chosen the Lavender glitter heart. Thank you for joining me, and welcome to your reading all about the way your person loves you, how they show you their love, and what it feels like to be loved by them. The person you're asking about could be your future spouse, your soulmate, your next relationship, your crush, or whoever else you may be curious about. We will first find out what your person is usually like, or how they are like to the rest of the world, and then we'll compare it to the side of them that they reserve only for you within your love connection. Then, for the main part of the reading, we will look at each of the 5 love languages to figure out what your person is like with each love language. We'll see which love languages might be their strong suits, or which ones they could be a bit rusty at. This reading is going to be quite a lot of fun, with many sappy romantic feelings in the air, so let's go ahead and dive right in. First of all, I have these 3 tarot cards to give us a general image of how your person is usually like. This would be their overall energy, or the version of them that they tend to show the world by default. This may also be how they come off at first, before you start making your way into their heart. So for your cards, we have the King of Swords. Ooh. And there is the 6 of Wands. And finally, you have the Ace of Pentacles. Right away, I am getting quite a strong energy from this King of Swords, which is all about someone who is strong, decisive, very intelligent, and quite articulate. This kind of person has a very true sense of morals and principles, and their mind is incredibly powerful. This can come in the form of smarts or insight and wisdom. As we can see on the image of this card, there is a crow on the king's shoulder right here, which represents wit and cleverness. Swords represent the mind, thoughts, and ego. However, swords can also have a bit of a sharp or even cold sort of energy, so it is very possible that for many of you, your person may come off as a little bit stern or cool. For a few of you, your person may even be considered a bit of an ice block or someone who is quite direct or a straight shooter. I get the feeling that your person may be seen as rather perceptive as well, especially if their work involves judging other people's character or filtering through confounding variables to come to a decision about how to proceed. It's likely that your person's natural insight serves them very well to allow them to succeed. Especially paired with our Six of Wands, which represents recognition, victory, and achievement, it's likely that your person is someone that commands respect from those around them. With these two cards together, I'm getting the feeling that your person is the confident, no-nonsense type. So it's possible that for a few of you, your person could seem even a little bit impatient, especially when the situation is actually a bit of a waste of time. In addition, since swords can represent ego as well, and the Six of Wands also carries a meaning of pride, especially the image for this deck, we can see this person is on his high horse, looking extremely proud and triumphant. For many of you who chose this reading, your person may be a bit prideful or even thought of as arrogant. However, I do want to note that it is likely your person isn't actually arrogant, but simply because of their coolness, their intelligence, and combined with their success, people can often interpret or misinterpret them to have a mightier-than-thou kind of attitude. The last card we have here is the Ace of Pentacles. This card is about abundance and flourishing and opportunities. The earth energy of Pentacles is also grounded and steadfast, so there is a very dependable and reliable air about your person. So it's quite clear that even if your person is a little bit proud, they do have good reason to be proud because they have lots of substance to back them up. They are smart, they work hard to create their abundance, and they are recognized and revered for their success and intellect. People could easily mistake your person for being a little cold, standoffish, or distant, but this is probably because people feel intimidated by your person's abilities and respectable achievements. It is very possible that for some of you watching, when you first met your person, you might have also felt like they were hard to approach, or even you might have felt they were cold toward you. With all that said, I am excited to see what happens once you get to know each other and if your person starts to show some other sides of their personality to you as they fall in love with you. For that, I have 3 oracle cards here, which will show us these other sides of your person that they reserve exclusively for you within your romantic relationship. This could represent what they're like when you two are alone together, or how your person treats you in your love connection. For your first oracle card, we have Practice Compassion with the message, See things from a fresh perspective. And then there is Have Patience, and it says, Love is patient and kind always. And last but not least, we have Listen with your heart, which says, You are listening but need to hear with a loving heart. Wow, it does look like your person really softens when it comes to loving you. It's like their sharper, rougher edges become rounded and fuzzier, and they face you with so much gentleness. Looking at the images in all 3 of these cards, there is a lot of this gentle, sweet, and soft energy. For this Practice Compassion card, a child is holding a fluffy little bird. The child is holding the bird with so much tenderness and care. Similarly, for our Have Patience card, the image shows another child who is floating on a lotus flower, and they're ebbing and flowing with gentle and soft waves that look to be lightly sweeping them to the shore. And for our last card, Listen to Your Heart, the image shows one person holding a beautiful seashell softly to the other person's ear to allow them to hear the gentle whispers and echoes of the ocean. All three cards make me feel so peaceful and calm from their soft and kind energies, and this is exactly the way your person treats you and makes you feel. We saw before from your first 3 tarot cards that your person may come off as cold or harsh or stern and distant, but when they are with you, they are flooded with this sweet and soft gentleness. Because of your love connection, they're inspired to express more of their compassionate and emotional side. And for this compassion card, the message here is about seeing things from a fresh perspective. This makes me think that for a majority of you who chose this reading, it's quite likely that you were the first person to really awaken your person's innate desire to express this compassion. Like we said at the beginning, it is probable that your person is not actually as cold at heart as they may seem on the surface or to outsiders who don't understand them. In fact, it's likely that they have been misunderstood as icy and distant, while in truth they have been longing for someone to see that they actually have such a warm, tender heart that is so capable of loving and being loved. Looking more closely at the image on this compassion card, this person is surrounded by so much nature. There are all kinds of plants growing on them and lots of cute little creatures that are drawn to them. There is an adorable little squirrel or chipmunk over here, and I also see a butterfly, and of course there is our tiny bird on their hand. Perhaps for some of you, a bird or butterfly or even a little chipmunk might be something special to you in your relationship with this person. Perhaps you frequently see one of these creatures prior to your meeting as a sign that you're close to making contact, or along the way of your relationship, one of these creatures may appear often to assure you that you are on the right path. The fact that all this nature is surrounding and drawn to this person makes me think of a gentle giant, such as a magical colossal turtle that becomes an island because he lets plants and animals grow on his shell. When your person is with you, they are like this gentle giant, and almost the opposite of how they usually come off. As well, we mentioned earlier that with their King of Swords energy from before, they might be seen as a bit strict or impatient and intolerant of nonsense. However, you got the Have Patience card here, which carries the message that love is patient and kind always. This is further confirmation that your person is so incredibly kind and they have all the patience in the world when it comes to you. They really want to get to know you and understand you because they listen to you with a loving heart. Perhaps in their usual life, they are already good listeners who listen with their ears and eyes and mind, but with you, they are inspired to also listen with their heart. And this means listening to connect as opposed to listening to think or solve problems. And for this Listen with Your Heart card, if we look more carefully at the image, we see that when this person is listening to the seashell, they visualize this beautiful paradise. And often hearing the sound of the sea in seashells is a way to calm down or feel soothed. In this respect, I have the feeling that your person feels very relaxed and at ease when they are around you. Or maybe they are under a lot of stress with their work or their family, but when they're with you, it's like they're listening to the calming sound of waves inside a seashell. Something about you makes them feel at ease and safe. Maybe you always know what to say to reach their heart, or maybe you have a soothing voice that they love listening to, and it just calms them down. It could also simply be that your person recognizes the soul connection between the two of you, and innately they feel that sense of peace. And vice versa too. For some of you, this could be your person making you feel at ease and safe to let your walls come down. I also noticed that the compassion and patience cards both have children on them. I am inclined to say that your person treats you the way they would treat a child. Not that they think you're childish or naive or not self-sufficient. I don't think they think you are any of these. It's more like they are willing to give you all the patience and gentleness and tenderness and tolerance they would give to a child. They also treasure you dearly and want to protect you and be there for you to depend on whenever you need them. The other interpretation for those of you who do want children could be that your person also wants to have children with you. Maybe they never really thought about children before, but they see you as someone who would make such a wonderful parent, or maybe they just really want to build their very own family together with you. It makes me feel quite warm seeing these cards because perhaps when they face the rest of the world, they are misunderstood and seen as cold and distant, or it could be that they feel they must keep their soft side hidden and protected. However, in their love connection with you, they allow all these sides to come to surface, kind of like a cat showing you their soft belly because they trust you. This also makes me feel that your person is very enamored and enchanted by you because you are the one person who sees them for all that they are. You're the person who lets them be soft and gentle. With you, they can be their complete self. If this soft side is something they hide instinctively or deliberately because they feel like they must, then it may very well be your person's shadow side. And you, being the one who sees their shadow side and loves them for it and allows this shadow side to come to the light, this makes you so incredibly irreplaceable and important to your person. Wow, I'm getting some chills here. Perhaps many of you who chose this reading are quite intuitive and perceptive as well, which is why you can see through your person's armor and discover their soft side that they have always longed to be seen. I am quite intrigued because your person seems multidimensional and with so much tenderness and love hidden in their hearts. So let's go ahead to the main part of our reading and look at the 5 love languages of acts of service, physical touch, words of affirmation, gifts, and quality time. I have 1 oracle and 1 tarot card for each love language, and these cards will tell us what your person is like for each love language. Love languages are the means we use to communicate and exchange love. Everyone can have different ways that we prefer to give and receive love, and just like real languages, love languages can also be learned. So if you and your person do start off with a bit of a love language barrier, it doesn't mean you won't work out because you can always improve your love language skills or learn new ones. I want to mention as well that if you notice the cards sounding like they are describing you, it is very likely that you and your person could be mirroring each other strongly. First, we have acts of service. This love language would be your person showing you love through actions and doing things to take care of you or make your life more comfortable. For example, they could be visiting you with groceries and medicine when you're sick, or waking up early on a snow day to shovel the driveway so you can sleep in a bit longer. These acts can be big or small, but the reason they want to and even like to do these chores or tasks for you is the fact that they love you. For acts of service, you got the Oracle card, Saturn, with the message structure. And also you have, the Death card. This is quite interesting. Saturn is often considered a challenging planet that tests you and your patience and perseverance. Saturn is about tough love, kind of like a strict mentor or an authoritative grandfather that you respect deeply, but are also a little bit afraid of. Saturn inspires you to build a structure that endures the test of time through self-discipline and hard work. Saturn's lessons may seem a bit like torture, but they're meant to teach and have your greater good in mind. While Saturn represents things that endure and last through time, the Death card is all about change and renewal and rebirth. In this sense, it may seem like your person is a bit contradictory, but at the same time, perhaps it's not so contradictory after all, because the sober and stern lessons that Saturn brings is of the same energy as the challenges that come before rebirth from the Death card. With these two cards together, for most of you, this means your person is very willing to do these acts of service for you to take care of you and make your life better. However, they may not be very good at making you feel their love with this love language. With their acts of service, it can often be tough love that is easily overlooked as actual expressions of love. For example, maybe you really want to apply to a certain school to begin education for your dream career, but you have been putting it off because of self-doubt or fear. Your person may see this and they may submit your application for you, or they may go out and buy all the textbooks that you will need. You might be a little upset with them at first, but in fact, these acts of service do reflect your person's love. For some of you, though, I feel your person wants to change a little in this respect, because we also have the Death card, which represents transformation and rebirth. They probably won't stop doing things for you that they know is for your greater good, even if it means that they have to be the bad cop in your eyes. But they probably also recognize the need to do acts of service that directly allow you to feel their love. If you happen to be struggling with getting upset with your person's tough love acts of service, please feel assured that their intentions stem from having your best interests at heart. And know that they also are willing to change and transform, so feel free to communicate with them if you would like. For our next love language, we have physical touch. This would be cuddles and kisses, hugs, and of course, physical intimacy too. It can also be holding hands or other adorable things like leaning your foreheads against each other, or them tucking your hair behind your ear, or huddling together by the fireplace on a cold winter's night. For the Oracle card, you got Cancer, which says immerse. And for your Tarot card, there is, wow, it's the Chariot. The Chariot is also the Cancer card, so we have double Cancer here. Perhaps your person has strong Cancer influences in their chart. Maybe they are a Cancer sun, moon, rising, or Venus. It may also be that your person resonates with the sensitive and deep, emotionally connected energy of the Cancer sign. Often Cancer can come off as hard on the outside, but soft on the inside, like the crab with its tough, spiky, protective shell, and it's often because they feel the need for armor to safeguard them and their soft, gentle heart, because they are actually very sensitive and gentle and emotional, just like the moon, which rules this sign. Here is another confirmation for the message that your person is actually quite gentle and warm, even if they seem harsh or cold on the outside. On the other hand, and again almost in a way that contradicts, the Chariot card is also about forward movement, drive, and willpower. I am seeing a theme that your person is quite complex and not at all one-dimensional. But with the softness of the Cancer card and the power and drive of the Chariot card, I am certain that physical touch is one of your person's most important love languages. They give you the best of both worlds with their physical touch, both softness and strength. They connect with you both passionately and also profoundly. They really fulfill you and overflow you with love through physical touch because they satisfy your need for both intimate and explosive physical connection, as well as your desire for deep and emotional or even spiritual connectedness. The message for the Cancer card is immerse, and I think this is such a fitting word because I have the feeling that intimacy with your person is extremely immersive. They are so tuned into you and so in the moment that they make you feel like you're the only person in their universe. Ooh, I'm feeling butterflies and a little out of breath. Moving on to words of affirmation now. This love language is simply using language itself. It is communication and verbal expression of emotions and feelings. Examples could be your person telling you they love you or having a heart-to-heart conversation. Or it can be through written word in the form of a love letter or leaving you cute little love messages on sticky notes around the house for you to find. Words of affirmation can also include words of encouragement or support to cheer you on or let you know that they are always in your corner. For this love language, you got the 10th house with authority and also the King of Cups. Again, there is contradictory feelings with these two cards. On the one hand, the 10th house is about discipline and figures of authority and a strict and stern attitude that may mean your person feels like they must keep up this tough love kind of style that we saw earlier. The 10th house is ruled by Saturn as well, which is definitely in line with the tough love style. So perhaps your person does not often use words of affirmation as their preferred love language to express love to you. However, in contrast, the King of Cups is full of love and he is wise when it comes to how to love and be loved. And he is in tune with his emotions. He recognizes that being soft and loving is not at all a weakness, so he is not afraid to love and express his feelings. So with the 10th house and the King of Cups coming out together, I want to interpret it as perhaps your person may not express their love for you with words often, but when they do, it goes straight into your heart because they know exactly how to speak to connect deeply with you. For some of you, it may also be that your person is the strong, silent type, such that they don't talk much in general. But as a result, with this contrast, when they do speak, you really listen. Also, with what we got from the first 3 tarot cards about how smart and capable your person is, it's very likely they are quite eloquent and do have a mastery over their words. So for many of you, while your person may tend not to use their words as their love language, when they choose to do so, their eloquence and mastery really show through, and compounded with how their words of affirmation are more on the rare side maybe, they really do make an impact and you truly treasure these words of love. And now we are moving on to gifts, which are physical representations or symbols of love. Gift giving involves knowing and understanding the recipient, as well as taking the time and effort to choose the gift to represent the giver's feelings and the status or importance of the relationship. The gift could be big and expensive, like a new car to replace your old broken down one, or small and humble like a handmade flower crown from the wildflowers in the yard. What matters most is usually not really the monetary value of the gift, but the sentimental value of the emotions behind the gift. For this love language, your oracle card is the 4th house with home, as well as the Knight of Pentacles. These 2 cards actually have similar energy this time. Pentacles is stable, grounded earth energy, and the 4th house represents home, security, safety, and roots. Actually, the 4th house is ruled by the moon, and it's the natural home for Cancer. And as we saw before, your person had both the Cancer and the Chariot cards. This tells me that for a lot of you, your person is the type who is very eager and willing to provide for you, and their gifts are often practical gifts, such as things that you might need for your safety and security. Perhaps for some of you, your person gives you gifts that make you feel very warm and cozy, like the feeling of home. For many of you, your person is the provider or nurturer type who does feel fulfilled by being able to offer you abundance, because this Knight of Pentacles is abundant and generous and steadfast. However, for me, the Knight of Pentacles always makes me think of someone who could be a little bit slow, clumsy, or even awkward. Actually, I think this contrast is quite adorable compared to how competent and decisive your person usually is. This could also mean that they're actually not too good at picking out gifts, or maybe they think they're bad at picking out gifts. Though I do have the feeling, even if they choose the silliest, goofiest, weirdest gifts, you see these gifts as adorable and meaningful nonetheless. And the thought behind their gifts goes straight to your heart. And for some of you, your person may also be a bit awkward when they present you the gifts. Maybe they become uncharacteristically nervous or clumsy because they're hoping that they chose something you would like. And finally, we have quality time. This love language is about giving and receiving each other's undivided attention when spending time together to bond and really connect. This could be in the form of meaningful connection full of eye contact and being present in the moment, actively listening, or enjoying recreational activities together. For quality time, you got the North Node with future. And there is also the Six of Cups. Wow, I love this. First of all, the North Node represents the future, and the Six of Cups is actually about the past, like past life connections and things that are nostalgic or familiar. Both the future and the past are points in time, so this seems very fitting for our quality time. It's like your person is saying that they treasure every moment they get to spend with you, so this tells me that quality time could be another one of the most important love languages for them. This may mean that they cherish every moment they shared with you in the past, and also look forward to every moment with you that they'll get to enjoy in the future. I'm also getting the feeling that they might even wish it were possible to rewrite the part of the past from before they met you and make it so that they could even spend that time with you. Kind of like how we can wish we could have met someone we love sooner. The Six of Cups is also considered a soulmate card because it represents past life connections and reunions. So for many of you, this may mean that when you and your person spend quality time together, you two both truly feel so connected, and it further affirms for you that you are each other's soulmate. The Six of Cups is also about a childlike carefreeness and playfulness. So when your person spends quality time with you, it makes you feel so at ease with not a single trouble on your mind like a child, because it's like you've gone back to simpler times and you are happy and carefree. For some of you, this can also mean that the two of you are flirty or silly and goofy, and the energy between you is quite lively and refreshing. I really enjoyed discovering all the different and complex layers of your person and how they show their love to you. I don't know about you, but I definitely felt their strong feelings of adoration and warmth for you. Those are all the messages I have for you today. Absolutely feel free to claim all the messages you would like. Please remember though, this is a general reading, so worry not if not every single message was for you. Also, as per usual, I would like to remind you that we all have the ability to shape our own destinies and paths. So please feel empowered, because if there is something you don't like in your reading, trust that you do have the power to influence and to change it. Please let me know in the comments below if things resonated for you, and please feel free to leave a like and subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for watching, take care, and I will see you in the next one. This reading is for those of you who have chosen the red glitter heart. Thank you for joining me, and welcome to your reading all about the way your person loves you, how they show you their love, and what it feels like to be loved by them. This person that you're asking about could be your soulmate, your future spouse, your next relationship, your crush, or whoever else you might have your eyes on. In the first part of our reading, we will find out your person's general energy and how they're usually like, and then we'll compare it to the side of them that they would only show to you. Next, we will figure out what your person is like when they show you love in each of the 5 love languages. We'll see which love languages could be their strengths or which ones they may be kind of a goofball at, and we might even reveal some secret love intentions that they have yet to even confess to you. To start things off, we shall look at these 3 tarot cards that will paint for us a general picture of what your person is like. This could be their usual self or the version of them that they prefer to show the world in general. This might also be the side of them you see at first when you initially meet. We have the Strength card, and then there is the King of Pentacles, and lastly we have the Knight of Wands. The Strength card is also the Leo card, which is fire energy. Pentacles are earth, and Wands are fire again. So it looks like your person's general energy is a mix of these 2 elemental components. This can mean they are a combination of fire qualities such as passion, bravery, creativity, and boldness, as well as earth qualities such as steadfastness, security, and dependability. It can also be that your person has fire and earth signs influencing their charts significantly. I personally really like when someone's character is balanced out by having both explosive fire and grounding earth. So perhaps for many of you who chose this reading, while your person is brave and inspired and driven like fire, they are also stable and easygoing and abundant at the same time. You may even wonder how they can be both of these energies at once, and some of you may have been initially attracted to your person because of this intriguing balance. If we look at the Strength card here, there is actually a gentler energy from this card than the traditional Rider-Waite version, because in this image, we see that this fierce and powerful lion looks to be quite relaxed and well-behaved in the hands of this lady. As well, you have the Knight of Wands, who is often quite rash and quick to take action and conquer what he wants. But there's also the King of Pentacles, with very calm and secure energy, who keeps the Knight of Wands in check. For some of you, it may be that your person appears to be the passionate and fiery and driven go-getter, but at the same time, they have a grounded air and they have their situation totally under control. Or in the opposite perspective, for others of you who chose this reading, it can be that while your person usually leads with their steadfast and dependable earth side, they also never lose sight of their special fiery charm. They may appear to be the kind of person who, although is clearly reliable and earthly, there's always that bit of je ne sais quoi fiery passion about them that feels untamable. Also, for many of you, it could be that your person has a lot of abundance when it comes to inner strength and knowing themselves. In addition, the King of Pentacles is impressively abundant in physical and material wealth, and he is also very generous. But it makes sense that your person would be able to be this abundant because they have the motivation to take action and the drive to claim what they deserve from our Knight of Wands, as well as the true power and courage to pursue their goals with our Strength card. Perhaps your person could also be the type to keep their schedule quite busy and filled with the activities that allow them to express their creative and fast-paced fire energy, as well as the activities that help them build their abundance so that they can be this King of Pentacles. However, since there are 2 fire cards and 1 earth card, it's likely that for a lot of you, your person may be more fire energy dominant in how they take on the world in general. Now that we have an idea of what your person is usually like, I have these 3 oracle cards to show us the side of your person that they reserve exclusively for you. This could be how they're like when the 2 of you are alone together, or how they behave toward you in your love connection. You have rest and relaxation is essential, and it says we all have a fundamental need to take a break. Also, there is spend quality time together with message, listen and talk to each other. And finally, there is act as if your partner is here, which says whether you have someone in your life or not, act as if they are with you so you will always consider them. I really like these cards. It looks like for most of you, when it comes to loving you, your person really allows their earth energy to shine through. Instead of being fast-paced and busy, they are happy to take it easy with you, and to them, your energy and your love is like rest and recharging. Or perhaps this relaxation can also be how they make you feel. Everything flows so easily and naturally when you two are together, and you can both breathe deeply and feel at peace. I'm getting the image of your person coming home from a crazy, busy, eventful, or stressful day out about in the world. And maybe the first thing they do is find you and pull you into their arms, because your warmth is how they recharge. Or for others of you, perhaps you're the one that had a tough day, and then you climb into bed with them and bury yourself in their embrace, and you feel all your tensions release and disappear into the ether. Whether this is your person making you feel relaxed, or you making them feel relaxed, or you two both doing this for each other, there is a very peaceful and calm, soothing energy between the two of you within your love connection. And we also have the quality time card, which fits very well with this beautiful energy. Perhaps this card is trying to foreshadow for us that quality time could be one of the most important love languages in your relationship. The message here for this card is about listening and talking to each other, so perhaps for many of you, one special thing that your person reserves only for you is this kind of heart-to-heart, deep and connected communication and energy exchange. While we saw earlier that your person may be quite busy and always in motion in their everyday life, when it comes to you, they want to slow down and they feel safe enough to relax and really spend the time to open up and connect and bond with you. The image on this quality time card is really lovely as well. These two fairies are sitting in a gondola with a cute little lamp at the end, and they are on the water under the moonlight. It feels so serene and romantic as well. So for a lot of you who chose this reading, perhaps quality time with your person feels especially romantic, or maybe your person is the type who likes to create the perfect atmosphere and mood for you. So maybe your dates with them are exactly out of romance novels, where you two go to the beach to stargaze, or they take you in their helicopter to watch the sunset. Whatever it may be with these first two oracle cards, it really looks like when they're with you, they are so present and they choose to slow down so they can be in the moment and relax and enjoy and breathe you in. Your third oracle card is act as if your partner is here. This is an interesting message about always considering your partner, regardless of whether or not they're with you. I think this is such a wonderful card to get, because it says your person is always thinking of you, and they make you feel that you are so important to them. For example, they may be in a faraway land on a business trip, but they are noticing all the things that you would like and making mental notes to bring you there next time. Or they might bring something home for you because they thought of you the moment they saw it. For a lot of you, this card can also mean that your person always consults you or considers your feelings before they make decisions, because they see you as their partner in life. So they naturally and instinctively make sure to think about how each of their decisions would affect you. In contrast to their previous Knight of Wands energy, all about being quick to make a choice or to jump directly into action, when it comes to how your person loves you, it looks like they're willing to invest much more effort to consider things through and always include you in the equation. This quality in particular gives me the green light that you and your person have quite a healthy relationship where you feel certain that you two are partners who are on the same page, working toward your common combined future. Your person makes you feel important and respected, and you are assured without a doubt that your opinions and thoughts and well-being really, really matter to them. I quite like that your person seems to show you more of their earth energy side in your relationship, and I think because of this, they definitely make you feel very loved. Another thing I want to mention is that this act as if your partner is here card in particular is also about manifesting your partner through tuning into the energy of already having them with you. So perhaps this is actually a message for some of you right now who are not yet with your person and have been trying to manifest them. If you are in the vibration of already receiving this wonderful love and happiness from your person, it will help to attract them to you sooner and faster. Moving on to the main part of our reading now, let's break down the way your person loves you into the 5 love languages, which are acts of service, physical touch, words of affirmation, gifts, and quality time. I have 1 oracle and 1 tarot card for each of these love languages to help us figure out what your person is like for that love language. Love languages are the means to give and receive love. The ways we prefer to give versus receive can be different for every person. And if the ways you prefer to give love matches the ways your person prefers to receive love and vice versa, both people will be able to naturally and effectively express love and feel loved by each other. However, just like real languages, love languages can also be learned and perfected. So even if you and your person's love languages don't match at the beginning, it doesn't mean you won't work out, because you can always learn new love languages and get better at them with practice. And at this point, I would also like to mention, if you notice the cards start sounding like they might also be describing you, it's quite likely that you and your person are mirroring each other strongly. So let's start with acts of service. This love language would be your person showing love through actions and doing things to take care of you or to make your life easier and more comfortable. Some examples could be your person mending the hole in your shirt while you are asleep after a long day at work, or them waking up early to make you breakfast. These acts can be big or small, but the motivation behind why they are willing and wanting to do these chores is the fact that they love you. So for the love language of acts of service, you got the 2nd house with resources. And for your tarot card, it's the World. Wow. Immediately, I'm getting the message that your person is ready to give all their resources and present their whole world to you in their acts of service. This tells me that this is likely one of your person's strong suits amongst the love languages. The 2nd house is about resources and material abundance, and in the physical realm, your own physical body is actually your most essential physical asset. This can mean that your person offers their body and soul to you when it comes to acts of service. They are incredibly generous in this love language, which means perhaps they are very motivated and diligent and willing to sacrifice whatever in their possession to make you feel taken care of. Actually, to them, it doesn't even feel like a sacrifice at all, because being able to show you love through their actions is quite fulfilling to them, since the World card signifies a sense of satisfaction and completion and accomplishment. The 2nd house is also the natural home of Taurus, so again we have this grounded, stable, and hardworking earth energy coming through in your person's love for you. Because Taurus is the bull, the image coming to mind is a farmer's trusty ox who works tirelessly to help farm the land. The farmer's ox is reliable, diligent, and labors hard without complaint when it comes to providing service. And when it comes to loving you, your person is more than willing to be your trusty ox. For example, if you need to wake up early for work, they are eager to wake up even earlier than you to make your breakfast and a packed lunch because they want you to be able to sleep in a little bit longer. And even if your person is usually a little lazy when it comes to their own breakfast, somehow they get this motivation to get up bright and early and whip out all the bells and whistles when it comes to you. Another message coming through strongly is from the World card. If you are in need, they will put their whole world on hold to come to you and take care of you. So if you're sick, for example, they will drop whatever it is they're occupied with and come cook for you, feed you, and nurse you back to health. For our next love language, we have physical touch. This love language involves kisses, hugs, and cuddles, as well as physical intimacy too, of course. It also is holding hands, squishing your cheeks, or other cute things like smoothing your hair until you fall asleep. For this love language, our oracle card is Ceres with Nurture. And you have as well the Emperor card. Ooh. Ceres is the goddess of harvest, nourishment, and the fertile earth. Look at how beautiful this card is. I love the flowers and crops on this image. They give a feeling of the common, simple, beautiful. The Ceres card is reminiscent of your person's earth energy again, and actually we also have the Emperor, which is the Aries card, and Aries is a fire sign, so once again you have fire and earth to confirm your person's energy. These two cards together offer a few different interpretations. For some of you, perhaps your person's touch feels very safe and nurturing or even healing. Perhaps they are quite protective of you, and it shows through the way they touch you. For example, maybe you two are walking on the street, and suddenly a fast car passes by, which makes them instinctively put their arm around you to hug you closer to them. Or they may really enjoy patting your head when they praise you in the way a caregiver would encourage a child. On the other hand, the Emperor is about strength, leadership, and confidence. This tells me that for the majority of you, it's likely your person is not shy when it comes to physical touch. They are willing to take the lead and make their moves on you. Also, there is quite a dominant, fiery, and fierce energy from the Emperor card, so perhaps for some of you, your person could be quite dominant in the bedroom, and for those of you who like giving up control in bed, your person is more than happy to take over the reins and toss you around a little if that's what you're into. And with these two cards together, it does look like your person provides you both soft, gentle, nurturing physical touch, as well as powerful, passionate, and commanding physical touch. Another thing I notice is that the Emperor drawn on this deck in particular looks very proud and confident. So perhaps your person thinks they are super good at physical touch, and cutely they might take pride in their ability to please in the bedroom. But it can also be something more innocent, like they think they give the biggest, warmest, safest, bestest bear hugs. Whatever it may be, it's certainly not empty pride, because the Emperor is definitely capable, so they do have the actual skills to back them up. Our next love language is words of affirmation, which simply put is language itself. It is verbal expression of feelings and love, which could be your person telling you they love you and expressing feelings for you verbally. Or it can be written, like leaving love notes for you in your lunchbox, or writing love letters, or even poetry if they're a bit of an artist with words. It may also be words of encouragement or support that assure you of their confidence in you and their adoration for you. For this love language, we have the third house with communication, and you also have the tarot card, which is The Lovers. Ooh, wow, what amazing cards to come out for this love language. Clearly, communication is exactly what words of affirmation is about. And actually, the Lovers card, which is also the Gemini card in tarot, is also about communication and incredible conversation skills. So you have a double confirmation here. Actually, if we look at both images on these two cards, the third house has two birds, one coming in from above and the other from below. And similarly on the Lovers card, one of the lovers is leaning in from above while the other is looking up from below. I imagine these two birds and these two lovebirds might be exchanging whispers of love or even sharing some intimate secrets. Of course, the Lovers card can also be a soulmate union card, which confirms for us that this is definitely one of your person's top love languages. Actually, looking at everything up to now, perhaps words of affirmation may be their very best love language so far. This could either mean your person often uses words to assure you of their love, which means they are generous in their verbal praise and encouragement of you, or they may remind you all the time that they love you and that you are beautiful or handsome and wonderful and magical. It can also mean that your person is a good communicator or conversationalist. This can present in the form of being able to have wonderful, deep, connected, and intimate heart-to-heart talks with your person. For some of you whose person is actually not the talkative type, these cards can mean that while they may not have a lot to say, they make what they say really count, and they're able to really express their thoughts and feelings of love to you very effectively and efficiently, even if they don't use so many words. On the other hand, for a few of you, words of affirmation may also be one of your person's top love languages to receive love. So this means they also feel very loved when you verbally communicate your love for them. Now for our next love language, which is gifts. These are physical, tangible representations of love. Gift giving expresses love because one must understand the recipient of the gift and take the time and effort to choose the gift to represent the feelings in the relationship. The gift could be grand, such as buying you your dream house, or it can be small, like bringing home a treat for you from their trip to the convenience store to buy batteries. It's honestly not the monetary value of the gift, but the emotional value of what the gift represents that really matters. For this love language, you have Uranus with change, as well as the Star card. This is an interesting pair of cards. It looks like for the majority of you who chose this reading, compared to your person's mastery of the other love languages that we looked at previously, gifts may not be one of their strongest suits. However, with the Uranus card, there is some electrifying, surprising, or revolutionary energy. This may mean that your person likes to give you surprises when it comes to gifts, or maybe the gifts they pick out for you are unexpected or rather extraordinary. Uranus is quite the unique and eccentric planet because it rotates on an axis that is almost parallel to its orbit, so one of its poles points toward the sun, compared to the other planets whose axes are upright or mostly perpendicular to their orbits. It is very possible that your person will give you some of the most unique or eccentric gifts you will ever receive. The message on this Uranus card is change, which can also suggest that your person's gifting style is always changing, so you may never really know what to expect. The message of change may also indicate for a few of you that perhaps your person wants to change and improve and get better at giving gifts because they might think they are not doing a good enough job. As for the Star card, this is about hope, about clarity, wishes upon a star, and wishes being granted. This can mean that either your person likes to keep tabs on your wish list and loves to check off the things on your list with their gifts for you, or it could mean that without knowing or planning it out, they somehow seem to often manage to gift you exactly what you've been wanting. For some of you luckiest ones out there, this Star card can mean that you feel like your person is the best gift you've ever received, or perhaps this is how they feel about you. Finally, we have quality time. This love language is about taking time to bond with each other, during which you give and receive each other's undivided, full attention. It can be through meaningful conversations, eye contact, being present and in the moment, actively listening, or doing hobbies or recreational activities together. Being present and enjoying each other's company is not a chore when you and your person both really want to be there with each other. For quality time, your oracle card is Dignified with the message of strength. And you also got the Seven of Wands. Let's start with the Dignified card. In astrology, being dignified refers to when a planet is in a sign or placement that aligns with its own nature, which therefore amplifies its qualities and power. For example, Mars rules Aries, so when Mars is in Aries, Mars is at the highest of its power. In this case, especially since the message on this card is strength, I do feel that for many of you who chose this pile, quality time is one of your person's strengths. However, there is another layer to this because of the idea that being dignified requires both the planet and the sign to come into alignment. This makes me think that perhaps your person enjoys quality time and showing love through quality time with you because they feel like you two are aligned. It's possible that quality time didn't really work out in their previous relationships, but when you two come together, everything just flows so naturally because your energies are in alignment. Like we saw before, maybe your person is usually more of a busybody or someone whose schedule is normally quite packed. However, when it comes to you, their gentle and patient earth energy comes through, and they feel inspired and naturally gravitate towards slowing down, taking a breath, relaxing, and spending quality time with you. As for the Seven of Wands here, this card means defending what you believe in, taking a stand, and fighting for what you want to protect. This card is about standing your ground and accepting challenges. I can interpret this as your person fighting against their usual busy lifestyle to always make time for quality time with you. And as such, maybe especially because they might actually not have so much spare time, but they always fight to protect the time they allot for you, and they always make time for you no matter how busy they are, it really does make you so very loved and cherished and special. With all that said, it looks to me that your person treasures you so very much, and they're probably quite good at making you feel their love. I like how they become softer and gentler and sweeter when it comes to you. Those are all the messages I have for you today. Absolutely feel free to claim everything that resonated, but please remember this is a general reading, so never fear if not every single message was for you. Also, as usual, I want to remind you that we all have the ability to shape our own destinies and paths. So please feel empowered, because if there is something you don't like in your reading, trust that you do have the power to influence and change it. Please let me know in the comments below if things resonated, and please feel free to leave a like and subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for watching, take care, and I will see you in the next one. This reading is for those of you who have chosen the Gold Glitter Heart. Thank you for joining me, and welcome to your reading all about the way your person loves you, how they show you their love, and what it feels like to be loved by them. This person may be your future spouse, your soulmate, your next relationship, or your crush, or whoever else you may have in mind. First, we'll find out what this person is usually like, and we'll compare it to the side of them that they will only show to you. And then we'll break down each of the 5 love languages and see how your person is like with respect to each love language. We'll see which love languages are their strengths, or which ones they could be a bit shy at, and we might even reveal some secret desires that they have yet to reveal to you. So I am very excited for this fun reading, and let's jump right into it. We shall begin with these 3 tarot cards that will give us a general picture of how your person is like. This could be their usual self or the version of them that they tend to show the world by default. So you have the 3 of Cups. Also, there is the 8 of Wands. And finally, you have the 10 of Pentacles. Wow, there are 3 energies here. The gentle, emotional, and spiritual water energy of Cups, the passionate and powerful fire energy of Wands, and also the grounded, stable earth energy of Pentacles. Your person could be a blend of all or some of these energies. Starting with our 3 of Cups, which is about celebration, friendship, and community. Perhaps your person is an important member of their community, and they may be the type of person who has or attracts a lot of friends wherever they go. For some of you, this could be because they are actually open and friendly in nature, or it could just be that there is something about them that tends to draw others in. People want to connect with your person and listen to what they have to say, and people really treasure your person's friendship. For some of you, this could indicate that your person truly values friendship, and as such, they treat their friends extremely well and very generously, because your person is quite abundant as well, which we can see from the 10 of Pentacles that is all about abundance and success. This abundance could refer to wealth of all kinds, such as money, love, accomplishments, and well-being. But it is likely that your person is quite hardworking because the earth energy of Pentacles is grounded and solid and steadfast. This may be why your person is so well respected or well liked. People recognize that your person's success stems from their own hard work, and people also appreciate that your person is quite dependable. Finally, we have the 8 of Wands. This is passionate, fast-paced fire energy. The 8 of Wands is about action and things being in motion. It can mean that your person is someone who knows what they want and they'll go out and get it. I think this energy makes a lot of sense with how your person is very successful and abundant. They are good at seizing the moment, and they're not shy to go after what they desire. It may also mean that your person has a lot of creative or passionate energy. Perhaps they are charismatic and not at all boring to be around. For a few of you, though, this 8 of Wands may also suggest that your person could be a little hot-headed or fast-paced. Or perhaps they simply appear this way because their lifestyle or job could require them to adopt these characteristics. Overall, though, considering all 3 of these cards, I'm getting the image of someone who really knows who they are and what they're capable of and what they can give and what they are worth. As a result, they could be the type of person who does not waste time on things that do not serve them. Your person also gets along quite well with others and is very well liked and relied upon. These qualities may also be what drew you toward them when you first met. But what I'm more interested in is the special side of your person that they only show to you in your relationship. So I have these 3 oracle cards that will reveal to us this side of your person that they reserve exclusively for you. This could be how they're like when you're alone together, or how they face you in your love connection. or it could be the special aspects of their personality that they usually keep hidden but are willing to reveal to you. So you have romance, ooh, and it has the message, lavish the one you love with personal attention and affection. Wow. You also have relationship patterns that says it takes strength to recognize the need for change. And finally, there is you are limitless with the message, you can do anything you choose. I really like these cards. The card I am immediately drawn to, though, is the relationship patterns card. This card is the number 32, which adds up to 5. 5 is the number for change, and in fact, the message on this card is about existing patterns and recognizing the need for change. This gives me the feeling that for many of you, your person may have had past negative patterns with respect to romantic relationships. For example, they may have been hurt in the past, which caused them to lose hope or faith in finding love. It could also be that they were always drawn to a similar type of person before you, which always ended in loss or emotional wounds. The idea of this card is that for a lot of you, your person may see you as inspiration for changing their past relationship patterns. Perhaps your connection with your person is what rekindles their hope and desire in love. Or perhaps they were never really the romantic kind, but since you also got the romance card, it really looks like something about you brings out the romantic in your person. They want to woo you and court you and lavish you with all their attention and affection. Another interpretation for this relationship patterns card could be that you are actually not your person's usual type. For example, perhaps your person previously always chose partners who maybe their parents approved of, but once they met you and fell in love with you, they were willing to go against even their family's opinions and follow their heart and fight to be with you. They could even be willing to throw everything away for you, although you would probably never ask that of them. For some of you, this card may also be referring to your person wanting to change and improve on a certain part of their self. Maybe they want to become more loving or more willing to open their hearts to the one they love, or even change a habit of theirs that really does not serve them. For example, they might recognize that in past relationships, they were always a poor communicator. But within their relationship with you, they are genuinely motivated to improve and to stop making the same mistakes because they see and believe that you are worth the effort. One thing I really want to point out, though, is that this change in them is not something you are trying to make happen. Because wanting and trying to change your partner when they themselves do not want to change is a dangerous and slippery slope. But in this case, it is actually your person who actively becomes inspired to change and become a better version of them that they have always wanted to be. And so they're willing to do the work and they find the power to make the change because we can see on the image for this card, the person is holding a mirror, which symbolizes self-reflection and the power from within. And there are also some irises here, which represent courage and wisdom. Finally, we have the card, You Are Limitless. I really love this card. There is just a warm, nurturing, and assuring energy here. This card is the embodiment of how your person treats you. They give you all the security and support and abundance that you need to feel like you are really limitless. This card shows that your person encourages you to pursue your dreams and that they believe in you and your potential. They make you feel certain that they will always be there to catch you if you fall, so you can let go of all your fears and spread your wings, just like the image on this card with its wings right here. It looks like these are beautiful magical wings that allow this person to soar and explore and experience the world. The number on this card is 4, and 4 is all about stability and security. It may seem counterintuitive to have a steadfast, solid, and grounding energy paired with the idea of being unbounded and limitless and free. However, I think it actually makes perfect sense because only by having the strength from a feeling of security to serve as your solid roots and foundation can you really release and really allow yourself to be free. And this feeling of stability and certainty is exactly what your person provides to you. They want you to know that while they love you and adore you and are inspired to improve by you, they also do not want to keep you locked up in a cage. They respect you and give you the space and freedom you need to really spread your wings and experience the world. They want you to succeed, and they want to give you everything you need to succeed. They believe in your strength and potential and want you to feel both securely attached through your love connection, but also limitless and free to expand and grow. It looks like your person really, really cherishes you so much. All they want to do is shower you with their love and provide everything they can for you and encourage and support you however you need. I'm getting a lot of gentleness and genuine care and warmth from your person. It's really quite beautiful and sweet. Now then, for our main part of the reading, I'll be breaking things down into the 5 love languages, which include acts of service, physical touch, words of affirmation, gifts, and quality time. I have 1 oracle and 1 tarot card for each love language, and they'll tell us what your person is like with respect to each love language. Love languages are the means for us to communicate love. We may have different ways that we prefer to give versus receive love, and if the ways you prefer to give love matches the way your person prefers to receive love, and vice versa, then both of you will be able to effectively express your love and feel loved by each other. However, just like actual languages, love languages can also be learned. So even if you and your person don't match in love languages right off the bat, it doesn't mean you won't work out, because you can always improve your love language skills or learn new ones. Also, if you start to feel that the cards sound like they are describing you, it is very likely that you and your person are mirroring each other strongly. Starting with our acts of service. This love language would be your person showing love through actions and doing things to take care of you or make your life more comfortable. Examples include making and delivering soup to you when you're sick, or waking up early on a snow day to shovel your driveway so you can be on time for work. These acts can be big or small, but the motivation behind why they're willing and eager to do what may seem like tedious chores for you is the fact that they love you. For acts of service, the oracle card you got is Aries with the message act. This is very on brand, I suppose. And also your tarot card is the Page of Wands. Aries is a fire sign, and Wands is also fire energy. And this makes perfect sense because fire energy is about taking action. It looks like the love language of acts of service is a strong suit of your person when it comes to how they show you their love. Actually, I think this fits quite well with their 8 of Wands energy from before, which is also about taking action. Similarly, Aries is confident and passionate, so perhaps your person feels acts of services to be a very natural way to express love because they're used to showing intentions through their actions, and they're also skilled at doing so. Maybe they are intuitively able to have mastery over this love language, or they're confident in their ability to be useful to you and make you feel like your life is better with them in it. However, the interesting thing is that it's the Page of Wands that came out together with the Aries card. The Page is the youngest court card, and there is a bit of a naive or less confident energy with the Page. For some of you, this may mean that while your person is usually confident in their abilities to be useful and provide service when it comes to their everyday life or with their career and work, they may actually become a little bit cutely unconfident when it comes to you, because I guess oftentimes when we really fall hard for someone, we can often second guess ourselves and wonder if we are indeed good enough for the one we love. But considering the image of your person the cards have illustrated so far, I don't think your person would easily admit to you that they might not be as confident as they usually seem. So don't be surprised if they continue to act like their usual confident self. All in all, though, I do like that this Page of Wands came out with the Aries card, because while the Aries card shows that acts of service are something your person is very good at, the Page of Wands shows that they also have an adorable side that makes them want to work harder for you and hope that they are indeed doing a good job with you. So this page energy is quite humbling and brings your person's confidence more of a down-to-earth and genuine feel. Next, we have physical touch. This love language involves kisses, hugs, cuddles, as well as physical intimacy, of course. It also is holding your hand, keeping their arm around your waist when you're out, or cute things like patting your head or tucking your hair behind your ear. With physical touch, you physically share the warmth of your touch with each other to show your love. For this love language, you have the Pisces card with sensitize. Ooh. And also, there is, wow, it's the 10 of Cups. It is quite clear that physical touch is definitely one of your person's top love languages to give you love, or probably for a lot of you, also one of their top love languages to receive love. The 10 of Cups is considered a soulmate card that represents completion and fulfillment and happily ever after. While this certainly means many of you will be enjoying amazing chemistry with your person, I think there is something much more profound here, because Pisces is emotional, deep, spiritual, and sensitive. Similarly, the message on the Pisces card is also sensitize, which makes me think of beautiful, profound, and connected intimacy. The other thing coming to mind with the message of sensitize is that perhaps your person is very sensitive toward your touch in particular, or it could very well be that you were the one who sensitized and awakened them toward the warmth and love that can be exchanged through physical touch. It could also be that you were the one who sensitized and awakened their passionate desires as well. If we look at the 2 fish on this Pisces card, the way their bodies and tails are swirling together, and the fact that the dark fish has a white crescent on its head, while the light fish has a black crescent on its head, reminds me of the yin-yang symbol. This makes me think of how opposites attract and balance each other. So for some of you, it could be that between you and your person, one of you is very feminine while the other is quite masculine. So when you come together, it's like fireworks and sparks and magic. With that said, your connection is much deeper than just physical, and this deep connection is what makes your person really cherish and treasure your physical touch. And they truly crave and indulge in your warmth. Also, I am seeing the image on the 10 of Cups that shows a couple and their baby. So for those of you who do want children, this may be a message that your person definitely wants to create a child with you who will then become the physical embodiment of your love. I'm sure you and your person will have a lot of passionate physical intimacy, but what's making my heart flutter is that with the sensitivity of the Pisces card and the sweet soulmate energy from the 10 of Cups, your person also likes to give you so many tender and adorable and gentle types of physical touch, like maybe kissing your forehead or holding your cheek or hugging you securely and safely in their arms. Moving on now to words of affirmation. This love language is literally language. It is expressions of feelings and love which may come in the form of your person telling you they love you and verbally expressing their feelings for you. Or it can be written, like leaving little love notes for you in your lunchbox or sending you cute goodnight texts before bed. Words of affirmation also would be words of encouragement or support, which affirm for you that your person adores you and has your back. For this love language, your oracle card is the 6th house with sustainability. And also for your tarot card, there is the Hermit. It looks like for many of you who chose this reading, your person may be someone who is not exactly the most eloquent when it comes to words of affirmation. Actually, it's interesting because looking at the first 3 tarot cards, which represent your person's general energy, it could be that they're actually normally a very good speaker or communicator because they are often in a position of leadership in your usual life. But it does look like when it comes to love and with you, your person suddenly might be kind of stumbling over their words or a little bit shy or hesitant to verbalize their feelings. The 6th house is about the everyday, the common, simple, and mundane or even boring things. It's about routine and the practical foundations that are needed for you to be sustainable. The energy of this house is very humble and not outspoken or flashy. Similarly, the Hermit is about withdrawal or solitude and keeping to oneself. These 2 cards together paint the picture that, for a majority of you, your person could be the type to only verbally express the basics or the bare minimum, or perhaps they are the strong silent type, or a person of few words when it comes to love. However, the Hermit is also about delving within and inner reflection and thought, so it's very likely that while your person may not have many words of love to say, the words of love that they do say to you are quite thoughtful and meaningful. Next, we have the love language of gifts. The idea of gifts is that they are physical symbols of love. Gift-giving expresses love because it involves understanding the recipient and taking the time and effort to choose the right gift to represent the giver's feelings as well as the relationship. The gift can be big, such as the diamond earrings you have been wanting, or small, like the wildflowers that reminded your person of you on their hike. It's not really the monetary value of the gift, but the emotional value of what the gift represents. For this love language, we have the Oracle card, Gemini with cross-pollinate, and also there is the Queen of Pentacles. Gemini is an air sign that's ruled by the intellectual planet Mercury. This makes Gemini a very communicative sign. Gemini is also the Lover's card in tarot, so it's like this card is saying this is how your person communicates in love. The Queen of Pentacles is very reminiscent of our previous 10 of Pentacles energy. She is full of abundance and represents someone who is a nurturer or provider type. Pentacles often represent physical things and luxuries, which of course includes material wealth and gifts. This makes a lot of sense because we saw earlier that your person is quite abundant. They may be successful in life and their work, so they have a lot and are able and willing to give you whatever you need to make you feel like you are limitless and can do or have or be whatever you want. With these 2 cards, it does look like your person is quite good at the love language of gifts. Your person is generous and thoughtful. Where they might lack in words of affirmation, they make up with physical symbols of love. On the Gemini card, we can see 2 bees working hard to make honey. I think the energy of these bees is very representative of how your person uses the love language of gifts. They work hard to build abundance, probably because a big part of their motivation is that they want to be generous with you and to be able to provide for you. They want to share with you the honey that they create from their labors. Also, the message on this Gemini card of cross-pollination makes me think of combining two to create something new, as well as both giving and receiving. So on this note, for some of you, perhaps not only does your person enjoy giving gifts as one of their strongest love languages, they also really like receiving gifts. However, since we know that your person is already very abundant on their own and probably have all the material things that they need, I'm inclined to say that your person values the gifts they receive from you because of the thought and intention and love behind these gifts, as opposed to how grand or expensive they might be. For example, maybe you noticed that recently they've been wearing socks with holes in them, so you buy them new socks. While socks aren't worth much monetarily, the fact that you noticed this small detail makes them feel really loved because it shows them you are attentive toward them and that you invest your care and your heart in them. Finally, we have quality time. This love language is about taking time to bond with each other, during which you give and receive each other's undivided attention. Examples could be meaningful conversations, eye contact, being present and invested in the moment, active listening, or doing and enjoying recreational activities together. For people who like the love language of quality time, being present and enjoying each other's company is not a chore. Instead, it flows naturally because you and your person both really want to be there with each other. For quality time, the oracle card you got is Venus with the message Beloved. Wow, such amazing energy here. And for your tarot card, there is, oh wow, it's the Ace of Cups. Both of these cards are so full of love. Venus is the planet of love and beauty, and the message on this card is Beloved. This is exactly how your person makes you feel when they spend quality time with you. Like we saw with the romance card from before, your person lavishes you with attention and affection. When you two spend quality time together, they make you feel like you two are the only two people in the world. They are so tuned in and invested in you and in the moment that you're sharing. They are present and genuine, and they just make you feel so loved and beloved. The Ace of Cups is about pure love that is abundant, everlasting, and overflowing. It is simple and clean and full of emotion and love and intimacy. The planet Venus rotates quite slowly, and so it gives me the message that during your quality time, your person wishes time would pass more slowly so that they can be with you longer, or perhaps they want time to stop entirely so that they can stay in this moment forever. I think quality time is a love language through which you and your person build a lot of your intimacy and your feelings of connectedness within your relationship. It looks like while your person has their strengths and weaknesses when it comes to the 5 different love languages, it's very clear that they love you so dearly and really treasure and cherish you. There are special sides to their personality that they reserve only for you to see, and while they're usually capable and confident and decisive, they can become even a little clumsy or shy when it comes to expressing their love for you. Those are all the messages I have for you today. I really enjoyed doing this reading for you, and I'm feeling so warm and fuzzy from all of your person's warmth and love towards you, so I hope you enjoyed the reading as well. Also, as always, absolutely feel free to claim all the messages you would like. Please remember though, this is a general reading, so never fear if not every single message was for you. Also, as per usual, I do want to remind you that we all have the ability to shape our own destinies and paths. So please feel empowered, because if there's something you don't like in your reading, trust that you do have the power to influence and change it. In fact, knowing about it and understanding it could be step one toward changing it. Please let me know in the comments below if things resonated for you, and please feel free to leave a like and subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one. This reading is for those of you who have chosen the Aqua Blue Glitter Heart. Thank you for joining me, and welcome to your reading all about the way your person loves you, how they show you their love, and what it feels like to be loved by them. This person you have in mind can be your future spouse, your soulmate, your next relationship, or your crush, or whoever else you might have on your radar. To start off this reading, we'll find out what your person is usually like, and then we'll compare it to the side of them that they would only show to you. And then we will break down each of the 5 love languages and see how your person is like with each love language. We'll get a taste for which love languages are their strengths, or which ones they might be a little shy or clumsy at, and we could even reveal some secret desires they might not have yet confessed to you. We shall start with these 3 tarot cards to give us a general idea of how your person is normally like. This could be their usual self, or the version of them that they use to face the world. You got the Artist, and also there is the 6 of Swords, and finally we have the Page of Pentacles. Immediately I am getting the image of a rather creative, gentle, and peaceful, and down-to-earth kind of person. With the Artist card, this is a major arcana card that is unique to this deck in particular. This card represents someone who is a true artist, someone who has the vision, the passion, and the intuition to understand, interpret, and create. Looking at the image on this card, we see this person who is beholding these visions of the heavens in the clouds, and they are channeling this into inspiration for their artwork. It is very likely that your person is either an actual artist or skilled craftsmaster, or they have art in their blood, such as having an eye for detail, having amazing, novel, extraordinary ideas, having the ability to see things from unique perspectives, or having that special artisanal air about them. With this Artist card, I always get the feeling of someone who is both worldly but also ethereal. Because they are so blessed with art in their soul, there is something about them that makes them seem like a magical creature, or like they could be the embodiment of a higher being. At the same time, since there is also the 6 of Swords, your person also seems like the kind of person who is quite gentle. This might mean they are gentle and kind at heart, or they have a soft, calm, and easygoing personality. The 6 of Swords is all about sailing toward calm, peaceful waters and leaving conflict and burdens behind. Perhaps your person's nature is more like that of a pacifist. They are agreeable, good-natured, and do not like to be involved in conflict. As a result, I do imagine your person to be really well liked by more or less everyone around them. They could also be quite popular and well-loved because they can get on with anyone who comes along. Finally, with the Page of Pentacles here, your person may also be quite grounded, diligent, practical, and also resourceful. Pentacles are about abundant resources, so your person is probably rather successful, but the Page in particular is a youthful and vibrant energy. So for some of you who chose this reading, your person may also have this kind of innocent or pure and sweet air about them. However, on this Page of Pentacles in particular, the page drawn here seems to be deep in thought, and actually looking at all three of these cards, they all depict a single individual without any other people or animals. This makes me feel that your person could be more of the introverted type. Although they are well liked and can get along easily with everyone around them, their nature is more to be quiet and pensive, and they may enjoy independent activities such as some form of art. One particular quality of your person which may have drawn you into them is that they are very trustworthy. With both the Page of Pentacles and the Artist cards, it looks like your person has a very pure heart. And even with the Six of Swords as well, all three cards reflect a gentle, kind heart and an easygoing and temperate nature. It probably feels very natural and comfortable to be with them, which is likely why they are so well loved by those around them. Let's take a look now at our 3 oracle cards. These shall show us the side of your person that they exclusively reserve for you. This may be how they are like when you two are alone together, or how they face you in your relationship. You have Be in the present and dream of the future, which says, when we dream, everything is possible. Also, we have Physical touch that says, a tender touch can mean so much. Ooh. And finally, you have Miracles and Blessings with the message, everything has its gift. Right away, I am drawn to the Physical Touch card because while all 3 of your person's tarot cards showed a single person, there are 2 people drawn on this card. But actually, there's a little bit more to this image because it depicts a person kissing the hand of a stone statue. This kiss gives the statue life and turns stone into flesh. If we look closely, we can see the magical sparkling energy flowing through the statue as it turns her into a person. This can mean for many of you that your person is the one who has that magical touch to really send powerful electricity down to your very core. They awaken you and make you feel alive. Or for some of you, this could be you being that special someone to ignite their flame. Maybe while your person could prefer to keep some physical distance from people in their usual life, when it comes to you, they want to be physically close and connected with you. The message on this card is about a tender touch, and the image shows a gentle and gallant kiss on the hand, so it's likely that your person's physical touch style with you will be more on the sweet side and gentle and loving and adoring, as opposed to hot and heavy and being all over you. For example, your person may like to hold your hand, and while doing so, they might lift your hand up to their lips and kiss your fingertips like on this image. Or it may be something else tender and sweet, like giving you warm and safe hugs or smoothing your hair as you fall asleep. Since this physical touch card came out, it could be foreshadowing for us that physical touch will be one of your person's most important love languages. As well, I see that on the Miracles and Blessings card, the message is about everything having its gift. So perhaps gifts may be another special love language for your person. And as for this Miracles card, I feel that it's saying either your person sees you as their blessing, or they make you feel like your life is full of blessings and miracles. Perhaps for some of you watching, either you or your person may actually have felt a bit unlucky with life and love, but then you meet each other, and suddenly it's like your worlds are filled with all these blessings and miracles. With your person in your life, loving you, cherishing you, it really does make your world a brighter and more colorful place. There is a really lovely message in the guidebook for this card, and I would like to read it for you here. It says, you drew this card because there are many miracles happening in your life right now. The angels are asking you to look at how things are. Look again. you will find that your life is filled with miracles and blessings. Reflect on who you are and your journey to this point. Recognize and accept the blessings that have occurred in your life. Situations that were not ideal brought their own gifts and lessons. Your existence began with the spark of a miracle. Continual blessings and miracles continue to show up in the smallest of ways. Be willing to receive these gifts. An ethereal goddess with flowing hair reaches to catch a leaf from the various leaves floating near her grasp. Hair can represent thoughts or reasoning. Check in with your self-talk and beliefs. Are you open to a miracle? Be ready for the unexpected. I think the energy from this card really captures that ethereal magical creature kind of aura that we saw from your person with their tarot cards. Within your love connection, your person uses that power of theirs to make your life feel like it is full of miracles and blessings. This card makes me see the depth of your person's love for you. As well, this card could also be a message for some of you who are trying to manifest your person right now. And the message is that in order to receive this wonderful soulmate that you've always been dreaming of, you must be welcoming of this blessing. And the way to align yourself with this kind of welcoming energy is to see and appreciate all the blessings and miracles already in your life, even the smallest ones. Finally, for our third oracle card, which talks about being in the present and dreaming of the future, I really like that this card came out to represent the side of your person that they only reserve for you, because we saw from the tarot cards that perhaps there is something ethereal and otherworldly or so amazing that it feels almost a little out of reach about your person. In fact, for some of you, when you first met your person, you may even have felt that they were just a little bit beyond your grasp, just a little bit out of your league, or like they were just a little bit too wonderful and magical for you, or like they were floating in the air while you were stuck on the ground. However, there is a very grounded energy from this card, which is saying that when they are with you, they are so present and tangible and real that whatever distance you thought was between you two completely disappears. Through the way they love you, they allow you to be able to see the future with them, because they too are dreaming of this future with you and taking very tangible, steadfast, and real steps to make this future happen. For a few of you, maybe you were scared that you and your person were from such different worlds that it wouldn't work out. But your person keeps proving to you time and time again that you are meant for each other and everything is possible when it comes to your shared future. While your person could normally be agreeable and a pacifist, which means they could be the type to not really have or express strong opinions, when it comes to their love for you and their faith in your connection, they are so sure and so certain and so adamant and unwavering. And now that we have a better idea of your person's energy and the energy they reserve only for you, we shall break things down into the 5 love languages, which include acts of service, physical touch, words of affirmation, gifts, and quality time. I have 1 oracle and 1 tarot card for each, and these cards will show us what your person is like with respect to each of our 5 love languages. Love languages are the methods we can use to communicate, share, and exchange love. We may have different ways that we prefer to give versus receive love, and if the ways you prefer to give love matches the way that your person prefers to receive love and vice versa, then both of you will be able to effectively express your love and feel loved by each other. However, just like real languages, love languages could also be learned. So even if you and your person don't match in love language right from the get-go, it doesn't mean that you will have trouble working out, because you can always improve your love language skills and learn new ones. As well, if you notice that the cards start sounding like they might be describing you, it's very likely that you and your person could be mirroring each other strongly. The first love language we'll look at is acts of service. This love language would be your person showing love through actions and doing things to take care of you or make your life more comfortable and pleasant. Some examples coming to mind could be coming by your place to do some cleaning when you're at work so you have a tidy home to return to, or taking the initiative to do the laundry and sorting out all the socks because they know you hate sock sorting the most. These acts can be big or small, but the motivation behind why they want to do these chores for you without even being asked is the fact that they love you. For acts of service, you have Leo with shine. And you also got the Hanged Man. It looks like this love language is one that really allows you to feel your person's warmth because Leo is a passionate fire sign that is ruled by the sun. Through their acts of service for you, they make you feel like you are basking in their sunshine and enjoying their warmth. However, for many of you, it's very likely that your person may actually not be that good at doing these acts of service, but it absolutely does not stop them from trying. For example, maybe your person is actually a terrible or clumsy cook, but they still want to make you a delicious meal, so they get up really early, research so many recipes, watch so many video tutorials, try making the food, maybe they burn it or accidentally add too much salt the first few tries, or maybe they accidentally burn or cut their finger, but they don't give up. And eventually, after many attempts, they finally make something they deem acceptable, and they present it to you kind of shyly maybe, hoping that you would give them a passing grade. You notice the band-aids on their fingers, and you see the burnt pots and pans and the carnage from their failed attempts, and you eat the food and realize that the food fills not only your stomach, but also your heart, because they cooked it with love. I'm getting a little bit carried away with imagining this super specific example, but I think you get the idea and the sentiment. The Leo card is about courage and passion that cannot be extinguished, and the Hanged Man talks about sacrifice and patience and facing things that test and challenge us. These two cards together are saying, although your person may not be that good at doing these acts of service, they really want to show love to you in this way, and they have the courage and patience and strength to keep going and to never give up. I think this is really adorable, and their determination, despite the challenges, really shows how much they truly adore you. Next, we have physical touch. This love language involves kisses, hugs, hand-holding, cuddles, and of course, physical intimacy. It also could be resting their head on your shoulder after a tough day or snuggling beside you on the couch. With physical touch, you physically share your love through the warmth of your touch. For this love language, you have the Moon with perception, and also there is the Temperance card. Ooh, this is really interesting. So we knew that physical touch would be an important love language for your person because you did get the physical touch oracle card from before. We also saw that there is a focus on tender and sweet types of touch when it comes to how your person shows their love towards you. This fits quite well with our Moon card, which is all about that deep, connected, soft and gentle, emotional and even spiritual connection. This tells us that the way your person touches you really reaches your heart and your soul, and there's a lot of true soul-level intimacy between the two of you. When you two connect physically, it's that kind of magical, profound, world-shattering connection. And your person really, really treasures you because they show you so much soft and gentle touch. Similarly, the Temperance card is about this peaceful balance, about virtue and moderation. However, the Temperance card is also about self-restraint, so it's very likely that while your person definitely feels this deep emotional and spiritual connection through physical touch with you, they also might feel like they have to hold themselves back a little because there's actually a whole lot of passionate, fiery desire and magnetic chemistry and attraction boiling in their blood as well. This comes as a bit of a surprise maybe, compared to their overall ethereal and innocent and pure kind of energy. So perhaps this is something they haven't confessed to you yet, or something that they haven't even realized in themselves yet. This makes me think that there could be quite a lot of explosive, mind-blowing physical connection in store for you, and if you want more of the sensuous and carnal side of them to come out, don't be afraid to take the lead. But regardless of whether or not your person recognizes their deeper desires for you, the reason why their physical touch sends such magical sparks of electricity throughout your body and soul is they have both that profound emotional, spiritual connection with you, as well as that magnetic physical desire for you. How very exciting and steamy. Moving on to words of affirmation next. This love language is language itself. It is verbal expression of emotions and love, which may include your person telling you they love you and verbalizing their feelings for you. Or it can be written, like leaving sticky notes with adorable love messages all over your house for you to discover. Words of affirmation would also be words of support or encouragement, which assure and reassure you that they're on your side and will always be your number one cheerleader. For this love language, you have the Oracle card, Retrograde with the message Review, and also there is the Ten of Wands. Wow, again, this is quite interesting. I think for the majority of you, your person might usually be someone quite good with words because they are an artist at heart. Perhaps they are a natural poet, or they're charming and eloquent when they speak. Or even if they aren't talkative, the words that come out of their mouth are so perfect and striking and can capture the exact essence of what they're trying to express. However, when it comes to you and expressing their love for you through words, they kind of are reduced to a school child stumbling over their words. With the retrograde card, it indicates your person either feels like they are regressing in their verbal ability when it comes to confessing their love for you through words, or it may mean they keep on reviewing and rethinking their words so much and get so in their head about it that they don't end up saying them out loud. If this sounds like your person, I think you innately know that this retrograde is happening to them because you know that they are usually so smart and eloquent when they speak. In fact, you might actually find this kind of adorable, and it shows you what kind of effect you have on your person. The Ten of Wands is about a heavy burden or the feeling of being extremely overwhelmed. This can mean that your person really sees words of love as extremely special and valuable, and this is why they don't just throw out their I love yous and other heartfelt words all willy-nilly. For some of you, this could mean that it takes quite a while before your person tells you they love you for the first time. Though they probably fell in love with you long before, they might have been waiting for the right moment because they feel the burden and weight of those three little words, and they want to choose the most perfect time to say them to you. It is very likely that your person is incredibly true to their word, and they hold themselves very accountable for what they say. To them, their word is their honor, and they would never make any promises they can't keep. So in this respect, it's likely that your person probably won't use words of affirmation too often, but when they do, you can trust that they absolutely mean it with every fiber of their being. For our next love language, we have gifts. The idea of gifts is that they are physical symbols of love. Gift giving expresses love because it takes understanding the recipient and then investing time and effort to choose the right gift to represent the giver's feelings. The gift can be big, like a new computer with the best specs that you have been having on your wish list for the longest time. Or it could be something small, like a basil plant from the farmer's market, because your person knows you love adding fresh herbs to your food. It's not really the monetary value of the gift, but the sentimental value of what the gift represents. For this love language, we have Neptune with the message vision. And for your tarot card, there is the Five of Pentacles. First, I want to tell you that when I was shuffling to draw your oracle card for this love language, so many cards exploded right out of the deck, which shows that your person wants to give you so many gifts. That card explosion and the Miracle and Blessings oracle card from before both confirm that gifts is definitely a special or important love language for your person. Funnily enough, though, the tarot card that came out ended up being the Five of Pentacles, which represents material scarcity. At first, this Five of Pentacles may seem to contradict the whole concept of gift giving, but in fact, I think it makes a lot of sense here because it represents lack, but mainly in the material realm. If we look at the image on this card, these two people may not have much when it comes to material wealth, but they definitely make up for it through their love and emotional connection. They are holding each other in an embrace, and they have their heads resting together. Although they might be out in the cold, I feel the warmth of their love and care for each other. From this card, I can tell that the type of gifts your person gives you are not focused on their monetary value, but instead on their meaning. These could be simple, humble, everyday gifts that really touch your heart. Furthermore, with the Neptune card, your person's gifts to you are probably also very unique, creative, or special, because Neptune is all about inspiration and imagination, art, and music. Especially since your person is an artist at heart, it makes absolute sense that they would be able to choose or create the most special and meaningful gifts. For example, maybe it's a ring that your person handmade for you when they took a metalsmithing class. Or perhaps it's a song they wrote for you and they serenaded you with it on your birthday. To your person, the value of a gift is the meaning and heart behind it, and not how much it costs. Because to them, time and love is worth so much more than money. And this is how they see your gifts to them as well. Even if it's the smallest, simplest gift, they love it because you took the time to choose it for them. And although I don't personally know your person, from the picture of them I'm getting from all your cards so far, I do feel like this style of gift giving really suits them. And finally, for our last love language of quality time. This love language is about taking time to bond with each other, where you give and receive each other's undivided attention. Examples of spending quality time together could be the tradition of dinner time every night being like a date where you two are making eye contact, being present and invested in the moment, listening and sharing. It could also be doing recreational activities like taking a hike and enjoying nature together. Quality time happens when you and your person both really want to be there with each other. And for quality time, your oracle card is conjunction with the message alliance. And your tarot card is the King of Wands. I really like these two cards. Conjunction refers to when planets are perfectly aligned. When they are conjunct, they are supportive partners and their powers act in synergy. Conjunction represents alliance, unity, and coming together. And the King of Wands is all about passion, warmth, fire, and attraction. With these two cards together, it's clear that when you spend quality time with each other, you and your person feel so connected and on the same page, and it really grows the chemistry and attraction between the two of you. Like we saw before with your Be in the Present Oracle card, your person is so present with you. Quality time is definitely one of your person's strongest love languages, and they are very generous when it comes to spending this quality time with you. Those are all the messages I have for you today. I really enjoyed doing this reading for you, and I felt so much warmth and love from your person for you, so I hope you were able to feel it too. You are most welcome to claim all the messages you would like, but please remember this is a general reading, so never fear if not every single message was for you. Also, as usual, I do want to remind you that we all have the ability to shape our own destinies and futures. So please feel empowered, because if there's something you don't like in your reading, trust that you absolutely have the power to influence and change it. Please let me know in the comments below if things resonated for you, and please feel free to leave a like and subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.